A married woman, feeling emotionally neglected and invisible in her marriage, finds herself drawn to a coworker who offers her the kind of attention and validation she hasn't felt in years. What begins as harmless conversation slowly turns into emotional dependence, daily texting, and secret meetings after work. She tells herself it's just friendship, but each time he asks for more of her time, her heart says yes before her mind can protest. Her willingness to agree to everything he suggests, coffee breaks, late-night calls, sharing intimate life struggles, becomes the slow burn that ignites a physical affair she never thought she'd be capable of. The emotional attachment blurs every moral line she once believed in. It started so subtly that I almost didn't notice it happening. At work, he was just another colleague, someone I'd pass in the hallway or exchange quick updates with in meetings. But over time, his voice began to linger in my head after conversations, his laughter staying with me longer than it should have. He noticed details my husband no longer seemed to see, the way my hair was tied differently, a new shade of lipstick, the slight tiredness in my eyes. And every time he asked if I was okay, it felt like he genuinely wanted to know. That alone was enough to make me pause. At home, life had become routine, predictable, almost mechanical. My husband and I spoke, but rarely about anything that truly mattered. He was always busy, tired, distracted, and I stopped expecting more. That's why when my coworker invited me for coffee after a long meeting, I didn't even think twice. Sure, I said, almost automatically. That small yes felt harmless, yet it planted a seed. Our coffee chats became weekly, then multiple times a week, and I found myself waiting for them, craving them. Soon it wasn't just coffee. He'd text me in the evenings, asking how my day was. We'd talk about everything, not just work, but our childhoods, our dreams, the things that scared us. I opened up in ways I hadn't in years, telling him about my loneliness, my struggles, my doubts about myself. And he listened, really listened, without judgment. When he suggested grabbing dinner one night because we were both too tired to cook, I said yes without even pretending to hesitate. That yes carried a different weight. I started checking my phone more often, smiling at messages I couldn't explain to anyone else. At work, I'd look for him unconsciously, feeling that rush when our eyes met. He began asking for more of my time, quick walks after lunch, phone calls on weekends. Each time, I said yes. It felt natural, like breathing, even though deep down, I knew I was crossing invisible lines. I told myself it was just a friendship, but my heart knew better. I was leaning on him in ways that belonged to my husband, giving him pieces of me I'd promised to someone else. The first time he reached for my hand, I didn't pull away. My chest tightened, my breath caught, but I didn't stop him. His touch felt warm, steady, and terrifying all at once. That single moment shifted everything between us. From then on, each yes felt heavier, more dangerous, but also more intoxicating. I stopped thinking about where it might lead, I just knew I couldn't bring myself to say no.